So when I was doing this particular video, it started getting darker and you couldn't see my face or pretty much anything. So I thought I would do it again. But yeah, this will be the last of my CD collection, and I'll do another one once I get more CDs later, probably next weekend or this coming weekend. On that note, I'm going to get started with Skrillex's debut and LP. I like this. I kind of like this better than that Scary Monsters and Bright Sprites. Yeah, poster, EP, and I like quite a bit of the tracks on here. EDM. It's not exactly dubstep. I don't think he's going for a dubstep type thing anymore. Except maybe for the few tracks. Other than that, it's like pure EDM. I think he gets a lot of unfair flack because of how popular he is, and how people are like, oh, well, there are other EDM artists that do the same exact thing he does, but more original and better and blah, blah, blah. I'm just looking for EDM I enjoy. This is EDM I enjoy. And if I enjoy Daft Punk and Deadmau5, or Deadmau5, it's pronounced Deadmau5, not Deadmau5. I don't care. You went to English class for that kind of stuff. But if I want to get into them, I'll get into them. But as of right now, I'm just into Skrillex. Smashing Pumpkins' Siamese Dream. Probably my... Other than, I don't know if I could count... In terms of favorites, the Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness album is my favorite, just because how unfair it is, because of how immense it is. This in particular, it's standard. It's like 12 tracks, I think. Yeah, right. Yeah, around then. Yeah, around that. Some lyrics surrounding all these images that are kind of peculiar. But yeah, this is a rather good Smashing Pumpkins album. Really heavy rock instrumentation. I really like Silverfuck a lot. I guess Hummer is pretty cool too. A lot of people like Disarm, probably because it's a single. But look up this. Oh yeah, the CD. But yeah, look up the Smashing Pumpkins when you can. I started with this, then go with Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, and you're gonna think, you know, how come they're not capable of putting out double albums more often? And they clearly are, but you know, the next Smashing Pumpkins album, the two that are coming out next year, should have been double albums. Honestly, The Smiths. Debut album of The Smiths. Yeah. If you're wanting to get into indie pop, indie rock of the 80s, do this. I can't exactly get into The Smiths as often as I can. Liner notes, track listing, lyrics. I know a lot of people who are like defend albums like Meat is Murder and The Queen is Dead. Definitively, like, yeah, pictures of the band. That, you'd swear they're incredible, but I listen to them, and I don't know, I just can't really get into it as often as I can, you know? It's not like it hooks me very well, but this is still pretty good, along with the rest of the Smiths discography. It's a shame they're broken up. Morrissey should totally schedule a reunion tour. I don't know a single person who would want a Smiths reunion. Dude, you have not met a lot of people. Super Unknown by Soundgarden. Amazing album. Freaking amazing album. I love it. It's got all these weird guitar tunings, time signatures. Chris Cornell, obviously, is an amazing vocalist. Lyrics and track listing. 4th of July is one of my favorite tracks. like Suicide as well. These tracks alphabetical? Love how black the CD is. Get into Soundgarden, specifically their 90s stuff. I still need Ultra Mega OK, their debut, but the one after that's good, but doesn't measure to the 90s. And King Animal, what I see as ambitious, it's not exactly, I don't think it's ever going to measure to the 90s stuff. Anything they release will never measure to this. Never. Stone Roses by the Stone Roses. Debut and mainly the only LP worth mentioning from the Stone Roses. Even though I've heard like the one after this one is pretty good. Picture of the band out there. Track listing and, you know, liner notes and all that. If you're looking to get into like psychedelic 80s stuff that will go on to inspire Britpop and grunge a little, I guess, do look up the Stone Roses. They're pretty good. The one album they have anyway. And let's go to my YouTube collection. I got like 3 of their CDs. All That You Can't Leave Behind. One of the most optimistic albums I've ever listened to. It's got Beautiful Day on it. It's got to be optimistic. Love the pictures. Like they're all going on the city and looking at some band. Going on an airplane. It's even got lyrics. All the U2 CDs that I have lyrics in them. It's like they know what I want. Track listing and, you know, liner notes and all that jazz. Stuck in a Moat You Can't Get Out Of, Kite, Walk On. These are pretty good tracks. Joey Ramone from the Ramones listened to it in a little while, but like it was like his last song he listened to before he died, and that's kind of sad. Incredibly sad, actually. Bono dedicated the song to them for the rest of the following tour. Amazing album. Not like my all-time favorite. Achtung Baby takes that cake, but still. But if there was a runner-up, it would be this one, The Joshua Tree. It has What Streets Have No Name, With or Without You, Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. Outside of the singles, you have like Bull in the Blue Sky, Trip Through Your Wires, Running to Stand Still. Running to Stand Still is amazing. It's like a folk ballad of some kind. Bono looks like a wino. That's what my dad said when I showed him U2 doing Sunday Bloody Sunday for the first time. He felt old, and I feel like an ass for that. Lyrics. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Liner notes and all that jazz. I get these U2 albums for cheap. It's like they just barely give them away. I think when I go back up there, I'll find a copy of Boy. Maybe some other U2 stuff, but I don't know. War, the album with Sunday Bloody Sunday on it. Freaking love this album. It's kind of punky. Lots of emphasis on bass and drums. Especially love the drums on this. Lyrics again. Do look up U2. I don't know why they get a lot of hate, but do look up U2. Unless if you're Irish, then look up U2 anyway, you bastard. Modern Vampires of the City, Vampire Weekend, the other way around. You know, I mentioned the album first. Peculiar looking CD. I really like this one. It's more mature than the last 2 releases they did. Lyrics. Like, I guess it's like in typewriter font. Very, very good album. Probably my favorite of last year. Do look it up. Do look up the rest of Vampire Weekend stuff too. With this album they finally. Well, I guess it's not. Okay, here we go. Yeah, with this album they finally mastered having their own consistent and solid sound instead of all this weird kind of poppy world beat stuff with a lyrically collegiate mindset. Amazing album. One that you should look up. One that you should. I think they sell. I think there's like the occasional copy at Target you can get if you live in Cartersville. I'm sure it's elsewhere since I have friends who watch these and don't live in my state, but whatever. The greatest album ever. No, I'm just kidding. In my opinion, the greatest album ever is Highway 61 Revisited by Bob Dylan, but this is definitely the runner-up. Oh yeah. the other copies of the album have like a sticker you can remove. I'll show you that. If you're not listening to the Velvet Underground, please do. Like, there are 4 albums. I say 4 because there was never a 5th. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Are like all separate stylistically. This being like an artsy, noisy kind of thing, where the next one is a lot of proto-punk. Then the next one you had mellow rock, and then you had a commercial sounding, thing. But do look up the Velvet Underground. They're great. Lou Reed's contributions are great. John Cale's are great. Everyone who contributed with the albums, with the ones with Lou Reed on them, are great. It's really an amazing album. And last but not least, Yankee Hotel Foxtrot by Wilco. It's a good album. Like, sort of Americana fused with experimental rock noise with some country in it. Oh, cool, there's lyrics. I need to look into these more. But do get into Wilco, this album in particular. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. Lots of experimental, minimalistic type thing. I think one of the major themes of the album is like this coming of age type thing. I need to get into more of their stuff. This is the only Wilco I've ever listened to. Like, seriously. Okay, that's it. I don't want it to be over, but it's over. I'll do another one when I get more CDs. Enough CDs to like show them all off. Maybe just 10. I don't know. Okie dokie.